And welcome back to our final top 4 match for the Malaysia Open today. I'm commentator Ismat Myron.
And I'm Phoebe.
Yep. And the deciding factor of this match will determine who enters the finals to go up against Joel Lee.
From Malaysia, yeah. And our players here for our top 4 match, as we've seen earlier on today, is Martin Teo from Singapore and
we have Brian Wong as well from Singapore. So we've seen Brian doing very well in this tournament so far. He's only lost one round in the Swiss rounds.
He finished 5-1 during Swiss, and now he's made it all the way to his top 4 game here against Martin.
Yep, as well. And Brian Wong did also manage to beat Ryan Chiang in the top 8 match as well. And Martin Teo beat Brian Lee in the top 8 match as well on stream.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So both these players are very strong contenders in the current tournament as we speak. And we can see in team preview both their teams.
As iterated earlier, Martin Teo actually has the top 8 relay, the Porygon 2, Arcanine, Carapace, Gengar, and the Alolan Persian.
Absolutely. And Brian Wong is rocking that Lego, Tapu Koko, Hariyama, Arcanine, Whimsicott, and Porygon 2. Both have similar, what I was saying, speed control gears right out the bat, with the Porygon 2 being on the field.
Yes. And of course, Brian here on the other hand has, two forms of speed control. I mean, look at his Whimsicott for the tail adoption, but gives us that Porygon, which is Trick Room, as well as Lego, which gets access to Trick Room as well.
Absolutely. In terms of offensive side, I don't see much on Martin's side of the field besides Gengar, Arcanine, and Tapu Lele. It's like the first left side of Martin's side of the field is full offense, whereas on the right side it's more defensive setup oriented. Right. Whereas on Brian's side is very Hariyama reliant, but you can't bring Hariyama into a Tapu Lele matchup. This won't go too well on your end.
Yes, of course, Brian there, popular with, he loves to run the Nightingale, especially in, Nightingale is very varied. We've seen it in Sash, we've seen it in Star, we've seen it, in life form as well, is very common.
Yeah, absolutely. But in terms of damage output wise, I think Brian Wong has a number advantage over here with the Nahilego, Hariyama, Arcanine, and Tapu Koko.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And Koko can do semi-well in his matchup, depending on what item does the Tapu Lele on Martin's side decides to carry.
Also, in the top 8 match earlier on, we have seen Martin's Gengar actually carry his Destiny Ball, so will he be in for some more mind games today?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to see what kind of tricks both these players will go up against. The matchup is semi-even on each player's end. It depends on, it's a very prediction-heavy game for both opponents. Both players are currently in the matchup right now. We do see Brian Wong decide to lead off with the Tapu Koko Hariyama lead.
And we see Martin here trying to do Arcanine and Porygon 2, hoping to get up a quick through, but Brian recognizes that bringing that Hariyama to potentially stop that.
Absolutely. Now that the Hariyama is intimidated by the Arcanine, it all comes down to what kind of item is the Hariyama carry. Is it the Assault variant or the Claymore variant? Also to note, we'll have to determine whether is the Hariyama able to pick up the Porygon 2 at -1, but with the Claymore booster if it's guts.
It is guts boosted, yes, that's right.
Yeah. So it comes down to whether can the Hariyama prevent Trick Room? It depends on who benefits Trick Room more in this current matchup.
Right. Though, of course, if Hariyama does not carry the Claymore, it may not even be, say, too bad for Martin there with his Porygon. I'm setting it straight through.
Yeah, we do see Porygon switch out for a possible Tapu Lele switch it. Yes, it is.
To stop and to, of course, negate the electric terrain and to put a stop in Hariyama's tracks there.
Absolutely. And we'll have to see what does. Oh, Hariyama does go for a fake out. Well, we do see Electron Zero. Can this Electron Zero possibly going on to the Arcanine, trying to bait the Arcanine knockout this turn right now?
A very early reveal from Ryan's side of the field here. Turn 1, Gigabolt Cabo right into potentially the Arcanine slot, we see.
That is, I doubt this will become a kill because the electric terrain is not in the favor of Brian Wong at the moment.
You do see going to the Arcanine slot there, doing about a little over 50%. And Toxic missing. But the Toxic missing and allowing the Claymore to.
That's a very bulky Arcanine per se. Not necessarily very bulky, but bulky enough to survive an electricity outside of electric terrain. Absolutely. And the Toxic miss, it's very crucial on Martin because with the Toxic, you wear down the Hariyama much faster. Alright, absolutely. Now that Tapu Koko has already burned the Zero, it depends on what item the Tapu Lele carries over here. Is it the Scarf variant, the Life Orb variant? It comes down to this technically.
Though in the top 8 match, I believe we have seen the Lele actually outspeed Arcanine, so that actually leads us to believe, could it possibly be a Scarf?
Not necessarily. Tapu Lele and Arcanine can be at the same speed, and Arcanine tends to be much bulkier sets in nowadays. Tapu Lele can be built to outspeed Arcanine. It depends whether does it outspeed the Tapu Koko right now.
But Ryan, you're bringing in the Whimsicott.
It does.
And it does.
Yeah, so you do see that the Tapu Lele is faster than Tapu Koko, and one Psychic picks up the KO onto Tapu Koko.
So actually showing us that Tapu Lele is the full Scarf there.
Absolutely, and the Snarl, they are very good predicament, very good play on Martin's side, determining that the Hariyama will switch out into a possible special attack in fact, or possible 9E legal switch in.
Yes.
Therefore, the Snarl was very crucial to land on 9E legal, but now 9E legal comes in for free.
Without any special attack drops, especially.
Yep, it comes in also to this. Now, knowing that the Tapu Lele is scarred,
right,
it can definitely go for the Psychic onto 9E legal. Yeah, but will it be able to survive if it has, depending on what item, is it a Focus Sash, is it a Life Orb? Yeah.
Or Ryan's infamously famous Scarf as well.
Yeah, but if you're running the Scarf top 9E legal, highly doubtful that you can able to check out the Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele can be bulky. Yes, absolutely. And Whimsicott is not doing much offensively here. So he could either go for a Tailwind Protect if the 9E legal is carrying Sash or Life Orb. We do see 9E legal being switched out here for Porygon 2 instead.
You see the download there, getting the attack boost. And 9E legal going for the Protect there, predicting that the Psychic going into that slot. But Martin reading that, switching in. And Ryan going for the Tailwind there.
Yep, and we do see a Flamethrower from Arcanine possibly going onto the Whimsicott slot. Yes, it does.
But now Martin.
Yeah, and that picks up the knockout right there. So it's now 2 against 4 on Brian's end. Brian is definitely playing from behind at the moment. He's going to bring in Hariyama, but under Psychic terrain, and we've seen that it's a choice Scarf Tapu Lele right there.
Exactly. But Martin calling that Tailwind, switching the Porygon in, you can actually turn the tide and set up that trick with those that flame of Hariyama staring down on that in the trick room especially, that will do a lot.
It will definitely pick up the kill onto Porygon 2 depending on how defensively built is the Martin's Porygon 2. But the Arcanine slot, the Arcanine has done its job. It's already muted 2 Pokemon on Brian's end of the field, and it has pulled the numbers game onto Martin's favor.
We still have not seen what item that 9E legal runs is running in the moment, so we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, if Porygon were to survive and go for a Trick Room right here, a Psychic the following turn, since the Tailwind is in Brian's favor, definitely the Psychic would outspeed if Trick Room is activated this turn. So the priority on Brian's end right now is to knock out the Porygon 2 and benefit the Tailwind.
9E legal will there reduce the life orb that Sludge Bomb into that Porygon, getting the poison. But close combat there, Hariyama picking up the KO with that free form.
Yep, that was a very easy read and a very safe play on Brian's end to just double target Porygon, but it leaves the door open for Arcanine to just go for Snarls onto the 9E legal. And this is a very predicament situation for Brian because now your 9E legal offensive power is significantly reduced with the -1.
Now Martin can just bring in the late game here.
Yeah, and bringing the Tapu Lele, you are able to survive the Sludge Bomb at -1, barring a life. I mean, sure, your life, but with this
He brings the Carpasta here. Brian doesn't Tailwind though.
Right. I'm pretty sure Martin is just waiting for the Tailwind to expire at the moment, so he just wants to chip damage onto the 9E legal slot. Because once 9E legal is out, Tapu Lele is going to have a field day. Just
wrecking havoc. Especially since Hariyama and 9E legal are the last 2 ones on the field.
Yep, absolutely. So Martin is just trying to stall out, play out this game, let the Tailwind expire, and we realize that Arcanine has not gone for a Protect, if you realize.
Yes. So it may be indicating that he may not even be carrying Protect.
He might not even be carrying Protect, or he's just a really gutsy player.
Or he's a really gutsy player.
Yeah,
but,
so...
though some Arcanines that are involved who do not want Protect.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see Arcanine being switched on to Tapu Lele, and did Brian call it? I mean, from that reaction, we might just see a Sludge Bomb onto the Arcanine.
Predicted by Brian there, and doing a lot of damage.
And as you can see from the switch in, the Sludge Bomb did not pick up the KO because it was at -1.
Yes.
He needed to bring the Tapu Lele on the safe switch in.
Yes.
And we do see a poison carrying out.
The Carpasta. if Brian had double targeted the Lele slot there.
Yeah, you can see liquidation of Garrett down to 9 Nico and there goes down 9. That's the game right there, because now Hariyama cannot beat the Tapu Lele 1v1.
And Tapu Lele here with just launch his psychic right into the Hariyama slot there.
Yeah, even if Hariyama is on the tailwind, but the speed advantage with the choice card Tapu Lele is still going to outspeed the Hariyama for sure.
Hariyama is very strong.
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of momentum right there, that was definitely in Martin's favor. The Arcanine put in so much work for him.
Yes.
Yeah, and knowing now that the Fate was he's able to pick up KO.
He picks up the KO because of the flame form.
Sure, you show Fame, but
shell smash from Costa.
Yeah, there you go. That was a free shell smash. It was a no drawback play. But now that you show that you have Fate on Hariyama, fighting the Tapu Lele with your team on Brian Wong's team is kind of difficult, especially a choice card one, knowing that you do not have focus sash on Nihilego.
Yes.
Huh.
But that is information from Martin, knowing that Brian is actually carrying the fate of his Hariyama.
Yeah, I felt like you didn't have to show that because there was no chance for Brian to come back in this matchup. Yes. Hariyama cannot 1v2 Martin's side of the field right now. So showing Fame, sure, it benefited by knocking out Tapu Lele, but what good does it give you? It shows more information for your opponent. And now going to the top cut, no, you've shown too much information. Nihilego has no focus sash, so the Scarf Tapu Lele is really going to have a field day just on its own.
By that shell smash liquidation, they're taking out that Hariyama.
And there goes, Martin taking first game of top 4. Absolutely. Very well played on Martin's side of the field there. Keeping the Scarf Tapu Lele in the back, preserving it as the win condition in the end.
Yes, that was very, very excellently played. Of course, Brian there revealing the fate. Yeah, I mean, with the card cost and the shells, you know that it's very potentially winning the shell smash there. I felt it was unnecessary to at that point.
Absolutely, and we do see that Scarf Tapu Lele has put in so much work on Brian's team because the Scarf Tapu Lele managed to knock out Tapu Koko under Psychic Terrain. Yes. It managed to knock out Hariyama. It will knock out Hariyama, and it is now able to knock out Nihilego.
Yes, and also I think Martin played in terms of conserving information a little bit better. I mean, you don't know the card cost of item at the moment. Arcanine item was not revealed, at least to Brian's knowledge. Possibly.
Yeah, actually on Martin's game plan on the first round just now was to scout what item does Nihilego have. Once the item is revealed, and knowing that it's a choice card Tapu Lele, the Lele is going to have a field day. It's Brian that needs to play and climb this hill.
Yeah, it's an uphill battle for Brian with more information revealed than having lost game 1.
Yep, absolutely. And it depends on what mode are you able to go for here, because sure, Trick Room is viable, but who can benefit from the Trick Room? Hariyama? Doubt so, because Tapu Lele is on the field.
Yes.
So yeah, in terms of numbers, I think Brian, he's got a battle to climb, and he needs to win this just to secure a third game for a chance to even enter the finals.
Yes. Of course, we've not seen either Gengar or Persian coming out from Martin's side of the field. I'm not sure if he would decide to switch up modes, or he would think that, hey, game 1, I mean, my game plan worked before, I'm just going to stick with it and go with what's good.
It's definitely going to be the same game plan from game 1 on Martin's side of the game, because it was a very safe offensive lead. Because now that you know that Nihilego does not carry sash, it's so safe for Martin to just dish out with the Scarf Lele to attack. Absolutely, and now we're going into the second round for the top 4 matches, and we'll have to see would Brian be able to switch up the playstyle going out here with either a Trick Room oriented team or not. We do see Hariyama and Nihilego being switched out right here on Brian's end, and we do see the lead of Arcanine Gengar.
Exactly, so initially we did mention that Gengar and Persian was a no-show in game 1, so Martin Tail decided, you know what, I want to switch it up a bit, I'm going to bring in Gengar and see what I can work and play around with here.
I'm pretty sure that Martin was anticipating the switch out of playstyle on Brian and intending to go for the Trick Room play. Therefore, if he were to bring on the Gengar has access to Taunt, so the Taunt play was a no drawback play, and Gengar is semi useful here because Gengar, if it's focus sash, it is able to dish out damage and break focus sashes on not focus sash, just chip the damage for Nihilego to come in and sweep in the end.
But of course now Martin allows for the protect Destiny Bond mind game shenanigans going on here, which Brian needs to play very carefully around.
Yeah, we do see Hariyama being switched up onto Arcanine. Yep, we do see Arcanine being switched in right here. Arcanine on Arcanine. Yeah, but you're leaving yourself a free damage slot onto the Arcanine slot.
Yes, and do you see a Stomp here coming out from the Arcanine later on?
Yeah, we do see Shadow Ball going onto a 90 Legal slot, and that's about 30-40% give or take. And we do see Sludge Bomb onto the Gengar, predicting a switch out there on Brian's end.
Yes, and the Curse Body is activating the Sludge Bomb over there. After all, Gengar does not have Levitate anymore, and it's a Curse Body now. And we do see the Snarl come up. Getting that up that -1 special attack on that 9 Legal, which may prove to be an effective in the long run.
Yeah, the Gengar is definitely the better choice for Martin to bring in this matchup because the Gengar definitely outspeeds the 9 Legal, barring Whimsicott and Tapu Koko.
Does not, and it has Hariyama can't really do much to Gengar as well.
If your Hariyama does not have knockoff,
yes.
Do not bother staying in on the Gengar for sure. So Martin definitely still has the prime position right here because the Arcanine can easily use Snarl, chip away because the end game is still that Scarf Tapu Lele in the back.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what Brian is trying to fish for. That's why he went for the Sludge Bomb onto the Gengar slot, potentially anticipating a switch in on the Tapu Lele. Yeah, into Tapu Lele on the Gengar slot.
Illegal, they're just going for the Protect, and Arcanine going for the Bulldoze, which is why it went for the Protect, and gonna chip both the Arcanine and the Gengar there, not picking up the KO on the Gengar.
Yeah, and then Brian is showing that he has a spread move on his Arcanine being in the Bulldoze, but we do see Gengar going for a Destiny
Bond. Oh, predicting probably a double target into that slot. Do you see another Snarl?
Not necessarily. Gengar definitely went for the Destiny Bond. If the Gengar was to go down this turn, Gengar is taking a Bond with him.
Yes.
And Martin is able to bring in the Scarf Tapu Lele in the back as a free switch in the next turn.
It is also a possibility that Martin probably thought that Arcanine might have KO'd the Gengar or something.
Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, true, absolutely. But now this buys Gengar a free turn with the Destiny Bond. If Brian was to attack into the Gengar slot, something's going down, and Gengar's gonna bring that Bond down with it.
Yes.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Gengar, now that you let Gengar stay on the field for one turn, it is free to discharge damage onto Arcanine at the moment.
Exactly. And of course, after that Bulldoze, that Martin's Arcanine and Gengar are at -1 speed at the moment. So we'll have to see how that may play out later on. And Brian there decides to switch out his Arcanine to the Tapu Koko, which is probably fearing another potential Destiny Bond. Or is the Power Gem there going into the Arcanine? Yeah, probably fearing that Destiny Bond.
Yeah, that would not pick up the KO due to the snarl from the Arcanine, and we do see it's a bulky Arcanine with a pitch berry right there. You can see it's a Winky Berry being formed by the Arcanine, and we do see a Shadow Ball going on to the 90 Legal slot.
Right.
Yeah. That is still not going to pick up the KO, and we do see Arcanine.
Oh, the Koko avoiding the Toxic there from the Arcanine. So Ryan kind of fearing, after seeing that Destiny Bond kind of fearing, decided to retreat, bring out the Tapu Koko, but instead Gengar just going for the offense there, and, playing around with the mind games once again.
Yeah, we do see Ryan carrying 3 Pokemon already so far, being the 90 Legal, Tapu Koko, and Hariyama. It all comes down to what mon does he have in the pack to deal with the Scarf Tapu Lele, because the main mon that can deal with Scarf Tapu Lele, which is 9 Legal by the way, it's in life of range.
Yes. Oh, yes. And not to mention, I think it's vital that, if Martin's Hariyama wants to have a good time, that Gengar needs to be off the field quickly.
Absolutely, yeah. Because I think in team composition-wise, it's a very hard matchup for Brian to battle Martin's team. It's not doing much. So we see an Arcanine switch in here on the 90 Legal spot for Brian. And what would Tapu Koko go for here? It's most likely going to pick up the KO onto Arcanine. For sure. Oh, but we do see all 4 mons being revealed for Brian's end. He has Arcanine.
Which means he decided not to bring that Whimsicott this time around.
Yeah, Whimsicott was technically dead, and we do see Volt Switch. Being disabled didn't really matter. You're going to go for a Volt Switch. You're going to switch out your mon.
And bringing in back the potential Hariyama now that the Gengar is on the field.
And Scarf Lele just comes in.
Oh yes, of course, the Scarf Lele.
We're just waiting for Brian on who he decides to bring in, 90 or Hariyama. Both are going to Scarf Tapu Lele. It depends on who does he treasure more in the end game. Yeah, because right now Tapu Lele is at full health, and Arcanine cannot one-hit KO the Tapu Lele.
So potentially in terms of damage output, I think Nihilego would actually is more valuable in terms of taking it out, but you would need to worry about the speed tiers in terms of that.
Not only speed tiers, but he would KO himself to life form.
Yes, to life form.
Yeah, so now pretty obvious that Martin's going to bring in the Tapu Lele, right? It will stop Hariyama's fake out, and it's just free to go for a psychic right now. It's too free. Yeah, Tapu Lele does come back in here. It's the endgame Scarf Tapu Lele, which is the bane of Brian's existence.
And this one's going to be an uphill battle for Brian. He's playing from the backhand here with that Nihilego, almost, almost you're going to be almost going to die there. Yeah, and then Hariyama and Arcanine.
Unless, because this matchup would have been better if Martin had no Pokemon in the back. Because that would mean the Arcanine is free to go for a bulldoze if he were to predict it. Yeah, so now, tough position for Brian to come back from this. I don't see a way out, but the Tapu Lele is such a threat, especially with Scarf, knowing that your Scarf and your opponent has no focus, it's just a free psychic.
No, it's possible that Brian has not actually revealed his Crystal user yet. So, have we seen it? I think it's the Gigavolt level from that Tapu Koko, which he has not used in this game thus far.
Absolutely, but now Martin is just going to switch out his Arcanine to Caracosta, and we do see Hariyama being switched on Tapu Koko.
Yep, to override the psychic terrain.
Yep, it all comes down to work the Arcanine go down with the psychic, because we've seen psychic knock out the Tapu Koko. Yep, we see a psychic onto
the Tapu Koko.
No, we see it live because
there's no psychic terrain.
Absolutely. Yeah, we just see a Flavis going on through the Tapu Lele spot. He needs the Tapu Lele gone right now.
And that just massive damage. That's a critical hit.
And there goes Martin's answer to Brian's team right there.
Ooh, and Brian actually clawing his way, slowly coming up.
Yep, absolutely. The critical hit definitely mattered right there, because there's no way that the Flavis is able to knock out the Tapu Lele right there.
Yes, and not to mention Brian still has his Gigavolt Havoc intact there. So, Brian here seems looking to be a bit more in his favor now.
Now that the matchup, the tides of the battle have changed. 100% changed. It's now definitely in Brian's favor. Once the Scarf Tapu Lele is out, Brian's team can go to town, basically.
Yes.
Yep.
So Brian here recognizes that, hey, I need to get rid of the Tapu Lele before I can, do much on the field. So that's his game plan, and that's what he needs to go for.
Absolutely. So now, it's a pretty straightforward gameplay for Brian's end here, unless the Caracosta carries Aquajet.
Yes. Caracosta does get access to Aquajet. I think that is the case. Oh, but Caracosta decides to protect, probably predicting, say.
We just see a Flavis going on to the opponent Arcanine on Martin's side. Possibly he's trying to not activate
the berry. Yes.
And if you notice, that is a choice scarf Arcanine on Brian's end.
A choice scarf Arcanine.
Flavis went first.
Moving before the yes. But does this go into the protect?
Most likely you want to pick up the KO onto
the
Arcanine right now, because Arcanine is the threat because of the pitch barrier. So we do see it going to Arcanine, will he pick up the KO? And that's Jade basically.
So Martin actually protecting the Caracosta unnecessarily. Another critical hit there.
Somewhat redundant, but still. The Caracosta is just in. He can't do much going up against it. It's just that he lost the answer with the Tapu Lele due to the critical hit.
We do see Martin there deciding to forfeit the game and moving on to a game 3.
Absolutely. And also to note, right, Brian was actually kind of smart to put the Tapu Koko and Arcanine in the same position against the Scarf Tapu Lele, because Brian's saying, hey, I'm going to give you an option. If you take my Tapu Koko out, you have to deal with Arcanine. Actually, if you can't deal with Arcanine, I need to get a crit, so it's still a 50-50.
On that crit there on Martin's Tapu Lele definitely mattered. That was definitely one that was, in my opinion, very crucial there. Because Tapu Lele is the key to Martin's team there, and Brian having got rid of it definitely allowed more room for Brian to really go around.
So it's definitely an uphill climb. Can we see Brian repeat his success in the second round of top 4? For sure.
So, how do you think Martin here can play to adjust better to conserve his Tapu Lele going into third and final match, literally?
Conserving the Tapu Lele is not a difficult job. You just have to keep it in the back. The only issue is putting yourself into that situation where the top laner has to choose who to knock out. If Brian can get into that same position like what he did in game 2, he has a chance. Very slim chance, but a chance.
Yes. After all, Martin does have the upper hand in terms of team matchups. But with that Gengar having Martin brought the Gengar into the game 2, I think that was a pretty decent call actually.
Yeah, we do see Martin has already decided his team there. It's already on standing by mode, whereas Brian he still has to
think knowing his matchup is slightly.
And this matchup determines the game, whether you go into the finals or not.
Exactly. A little bit unfavorable for Brian in terms of matchups, but he needs to think this through carefully, how he can play around that Scarf Tapu Lele.
Alright, we're in our final round of the top 4 match. The winner of this determines who will join Joel Lee in the final match for this Malaysia Open tournament.
Will it be Martin Teo or Brian Wong, both from Singapore?
Alright, come down to this, who do we see being led out right here? On Brian's end, we see Tapu by Nayan Rigo.
Oh, okay. And we see here from Martin's end, we have Arcanine and Porygon 2 deciding to bring yet once again the Porygon 2, probably not bringing the Gengar this time around, or the Paragon, either one.
Yeah, Martin can easily maneuver or, I would say, play the guessing game with Brian Wong. Who do you think I'm going to lead with? That's the point.
Exactly.
But it's a very passively on Martin's end, no doubt. But in terms of damage output right now, Brian's in prime position.
Yes, Martin here, of course, he's Arcanine a slightly more bulkier variant, and Porygon not really the best at dishing out a lot of bot out there. So that's passive.
Also, we have not seen a protect from Arcanine.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a very free slot to be pummeled by attacks from Brian's end here.
Yes, I mean, most bulky Arcanines carry Will-O-Wisp as well.
Yeah, we do see a Volt Switch going onto the Arcanine slot right there. Do we see a Power Gem, a potential Power Gem onto that slot? It's very viable to knock out the Arcanine slot just to prevent Arcanine from snarling on Brian's end right here. We do see Hariyama being switched in right here. Very
and the Power Gem does come out from into the Arcanine slot there. It does pick up the KO, preventing any future snarls like Arcanine there.
Yeah, and we do see a Beast Boost being activated on Nihilego with Life Orb recoil damage. We'll have to see who does Martin decide to bring in right here. We do see an Ice Beam potentially getting
the freeze there. Oh no, flame.
Well, you still benefit from Guts in a way, but still.
Yes, but you can't move. We see the Tapu Lele coming in.
It's so safe because right now you buy a turn knowing that Hariyama is frozen.
Yes.
You do not give. Brian did not give Martin the option to choose a target.
Yes.
Now it's a straightforward target that the Psychic is going into 90
exactly. And especially with that scarf over there, you can ensure that the Psychic does.
Hariyama's going to be switched off onto Tapu Koko right here. Yep, going to switch up the terrain. Can Nanigo survive this? It comes down to this. Can it survive or not?
Will we see? Porygon 2 switches out as well.
Costa comes back inside. We'll have to see. Is it able to knock off the Nihilego?
The Psychic coming out there.
It is! And Splash is going to pick up the KO on the Tapu Lele. I'm sorry, but that's game. That is game right there.
Getting rid of that Tapu Lele was essential for Brian, and having gotten rid of it with that +2 Beast Boost staring down on Martin's team, this would be difficult.
Nihilego can soak the Psychic, but the terrain must change. And it can survive it after it has used an attack with 1 Life Orb. If you would have used a second attack, the Psychic would have KO'd it, if you realize.
If you kept Porygon in at the moment.
Yep. So yeah, if he kept the Porygon inside. So now Martin is now the one doing the uphill climbing.
This will be very, very difficult for Martin to come back here. I mean, Caracosta, if it doesn't get a Shell Smash on, can it really do much offensively?
Yeah, it needs a Shell Smash, but now you have Porygon and Caracosta. Porygon cannot stall the game.
Exactly. I mean, Porygon here, we know it doesn't do anything offensively.
Unless the Porygon carries Toxic, highly unlikely, but
even that, it will be very, very difficult. And bear in mind, Brian still has his Gigavolt tag intact. Oh, And we do see it right now, the Gigavolt Trap coming up on Brian's side of the field here.
That might be going onto the Caracosta spot, most likely, and
probably doubling.
Yeah, possibly doubling onto the Caracosta spot, because then you make it a 3v1 situation. And Brian has Hariyama in the back, so in terms of matchup, Brian's in favor now. He just needed the Lele gone.
Yes, that Lele was Brian's fatal and bring it down to the sturdy, and I think we will see Brian double into the Caracosta just to get rid of it there. Oh, but we see a Waterium Z coming up from the Caracosta.
No, but still, in the end, it really doesn't matter, because right now the Porygon of Brian's end is going to knock out Caracosta regardless.
But, I mean, Caracosta did not reveal the Hydro-Vortex, I think, until this third game.
Yeah, so the Z-Move was definitely on Caracosta right there. And we see, yeah, he's definitely going to pick up the KO for sure. The only thing is right now,
at the back there's Hariyama there. The Ice Beam going into that Caracosta.
Oh, no, and Brian has Toxic on Porygon. That's game right there. Because if Martin had Toxic on Porygon, he would have gone for Toxic right there. Yeah.
And of course, now that we know the Hariyama at the back is Fame as well.
Oh, so it's Fame, yeah, yes, exactly.
So Caracosta can't even protect her to save itself.
Yeah, but it's frozen, so it comes down to 10. Porygon knock out the Hariyama that is frozen right now.
Yes. Unless it can knock it out with, but even so, the Porygon 2 can pick up the Caracosta and do a nice view.
Yeah, Brian is smelling the finals against Joel soon. Yeah, he's just chanting away right now. He's very excited about it. The first solid does not matter because the Caracosta cannot.
But a Shell Smash comes up here, but I suspect an Ice Beam is a small.
A very questionable play because the Porygon 2 can knock out the Caracosta right now.
Yes. And there you go, an Ice Beam right into.
Oh, he's trying to bank on the freeze. Wait, what?
Oh, the Ice Beam
I don't
from
understand.
Martin's slot.
The Ice Beam is going to go onto for Caracosta right now.
Yes. So Martin probably thinking that I don't see any out into this, so
he just decided to play it as it is.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
Very well played from both players. I commend them for coming this far.
Yeah, absolutely. A very unfortunate game 2 on Martin's end right there, because the game 2 critical hit decided the match.
Yes, that was definitely a decisive factor. That was very unfortunate for Martin, having lost his Lele there, definitely cost him.
Yeah, and we can see Brian Wong going to be advanced into the finals and fight against Joel Lee.
And Brian Wong from Singapore versus Joel Lee in our finals review.
Absolutely, alright. Yeah. So soon, much later, we're gonna interview Brian Wong before he enters the final match against Joel Lee. And yeah, we'll capture some because we want to get some insight on his plays just now against Martin Teo. Yes. So we look forward to you joining us back in the interview against Brian Wong. And we'll see you soon shortly. Please.